Hi everyone, my name is Katherine Paterson. I'm a reference and instruction librarian at the Fulton Library, and today I'm going to be giving you some hints for completing your problem background essay. So most of the resources that you would need to find for this essay can be found using the Fulton Library website, ubu.edu/library. So on the home page, you can see we have our OneSearch, our options for contacting a librarian, but if you scroll on down, you can find our list of research guides, which is also linked in your assignment. These guides are organized by subject. We have guides for many of the subjects here at UVU, and if you click on the title of a subject, you can see the drop down for all of the guides under that subject. Now, some of these guides actually have a background research page, like this guide for theater, and that has some really great encyclopedias, dictionaries, and other reference works that you can use to complete this assignment and get a really good background on the scholarship and problems related to your topic. Some of the guides actually don't have that tab, but have a box under the Find Books tab with a heading like reference books for background information, or reference works on that topic. So if your topic relates to environmental science, you can come to that books tab and find a reference work that works for your topic. Now, if we don't have a research guide that relates to your topic or reference works listed on those research guides which relate to your topic, you have a couple of other options. Your professor has provided a list in the assignment of other tools you could use to find these reference works, and those can mostly be found by clicking on this databases button in the OneSearch box. That's going to bring you to our alphabetical list of all databases that we provide access to through the library. So there are a few listed in your assignment, but if we scroll on down to the C's, we can find a few of the ones that your professor suggested, including the Chronicle of Higher Education or CQ Researcher. These are tools that you can use to find background information about your topic. Things like the Chronicle of Higher Education and GovInfo will be really specific to certain topics. For the Chronicle, issues in higher education. For GovInfo, issues covered by the government, and GovInfo provides a lot of access to government documents. But for CQ Researcher, this tool is going to help you find information about a wide variety of topics. So if you're not really finding the research guides that you need on your topic, you may want to come over here and use the advanced search to search for something that relates to your topic, the main keywords that express your topic. So I'm going to go ahead and do a search for voter fraud. And you can see in my search results, I have a few different things that could help me out, including this election security and voting rights report. So this is just going to give me an overview and some background information about my topic. These little citations will link me out to the mostly news articles used to create these reports. And if I come down to the bottom, usually I can find a pro-con debate with some experts, a chronology, so a timeline of my issue, and the references used to write this article. So these are all going to be incredibly helpful reports that are written by journalists and can help you get some of that background information. If you're still not having any luck, you can use OneSearch to find reference works on pretty much any topic you'd like. Come on over to the Books tab of OneSearch and go ahead and type in something that relates pretty generally to your topic. I know our research questions and topics can get pretty specific, but reference works usually deal with a lot of issues on a topic, so you'll want to stay broad. If my research question is how the United States can best avoid allegations of voter fraud, I might search for something like elections, maybe even politics, going even more broad. And then I'll use the word and I'll type in encyclopedia. So now once I do my search, I'm telling the database that I really want books about elections, and I want it to probably be an encyclopedia, a reference work. I'm just going to go ahead and do that search. Once I get my list of results, I can start to scroll through the titles and see which ones are relevant to my topic. Some of these are going to be ebooks that I can use the online access button to access, and some will be print books that I can find in the Fulton Library Reference Collection on the first floor of the library. These books are non-circulating, which means that you will not be able to check them out, but you're welcome to use them within the library. For those of you who are off campus or don't want to come to the library right now during the pandemic, these ebooks can be incredibly helpful to you. Now, one thing your professor told you to look out for was to make sure that you're not using scholarly articles or just regular books in this assignment. You want to be using reference works. So encyclopedias, even though they're technically qualified as books in our catalog, don't count as just a sort of work of nonfiction. They're actually a reference work. So make sure that you're looking at encyclopedias and other things that qualify as reference works. Your professor also linked to a list of online encyclopedias that we provide access to within that assignment. If you have questions about whether or not your source is a reference work or any questions about finding these kinds of items using library resources, you are always welcome to ask a librarian. Our live chat is open all the hours that the library is open, which you can find by clicking on today's hours right here. If the chat is closed, you can use the contact form to send us an email with any questions, or if the library is open, you're also free to call or text us. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please let me know if you have any other questions.